Hi, I'd like to welcome back Meera.
Thank you, Katherine. Hi, I'm Meera, and I specialise in supporting women to use a holistic approach to navigate their way through menopause.
Firstly, tell us what happens physically to our bodies during the menopause.
Oh gosh, a lot happens, doesn't it?
Yes, yes, a lot.
There are a lot of changes that happen. So when we think about the hormones that are shifting in our body, the sex hormones that are changing, and predominantly estrogen, we're losing estrogen and the type of estrogen and the amount, that has a huge impact on lots of things like how we, our mood, whether we're feeling anxious, also with our energy levels. So we could be feeling really tired, quite fatigued. We could be getting joint pains as well, quite a lot of joint pains. I know I had loads of joint pains. I was, couldn't touch my toes or anything, which I used to be able to do quite well. So there are a lot of physical changes that are happening. You're also perhaps not able to regulate your body temperature. So you're getting hotter. You may not be able to sleep that well. So again, you're getting into that cycle of being tired and your poor concentration, brain fog. So there are a lot of physical changes that are happening in our body.
So Meera, we all experience body changes during the menopause. How did it affect you?
Yeah, we do. I think, every woman definitely sees a change in their body and they often don't recognise themselves. And that's kind of what happened to me. I didn't recognise myself. And also what I noticed was that my body fat percentage was going up. So my weight wasn't necessarily changing dramatically, but the body fat percentage was going up. Working with the women that I've worked with, predominantly are South Asian, what I have also noticed is that there is a predisposition to diabetes, to heart disease. There's a slightly increased risk there. And actually, I do believe that there is a difference in how weight gain is experienced within different communities, within different ethnicities as well. So, we just have to think about, again, with those factors, what I had to do was, as well as nutrition, really, really important, as well as getting enough sleep, which is super important as well, being active was really important for me. Now, I was always active, but I was always doing the cardio stuff. And I know a lot of women who do no exercise at all whatsoever, so it's a very daunting thought.
So when our customers come in and we talk about menopause and it's about keeping active, some of the things that I recommend about going for a walk rather than running.
Everybody's got to find their own thing. What is it that they enjoy doing? But being active is absolutely crucial. It's even more important if you're feeling tired, or even more important if you're feeling anxious as well, all of those symptoms. Because if we're active, we're actually doing a lot to support reducing those symptoms. So let's say, for example, you talked about walking.
Yeah.
Right? If we walk outside, or if somebody wants to run or dance or do something, we're actually producing feel-good hormones. So with estrogen going, we're not producing as much serotonin. So serotonin makes us feel really good. So it's a super important thing to get into our balanced way of being active. And I looked at trying yoga, and it took me a while to get a type of yoga that I really liked. But my goodness, I changed to doing yoga, which I'm still doing every single day, if I can, if I'm not out and about too much in the morning.
Pilates?
I do a little bit of Pilates, but I've actually found yoga for me helps because it's that meditative state, that meditation, the breath work, calming down, reducing my cortisol levels, really focusing just on me, just right now, just here, not about the past, present, what's happening. That is so important because the brain just is going the whole time. And the other thing I had to do as well, Katherine, was introduce strength training. I do strength training at least 4 to 5 times a week. And that sounds really scary, but actually strength training and resistance training, so creating some resistance for our body to work against, is actually really important for reducing the risk of osteoporosis. It can reduce the risk by about 1% each year if we do it regularly. It's also doing you a lot of good, and it actually is with brain fog. It's brilliant for brain fog and for lifting moods. And everyone says, well, how long do we need to exercise for as well? You really don't need to spend hours. So I've designed a program where it's 30 minutes every single day, and ideally raising your heart rate. Even if it's 15 minutes, it doesn't matter because we're all busy, don't need to spend hours. 15 to 30 minutes every single day, doing something that raises your heart rate Super important.
I just want to say, Meera, thank you so much. We've had some great pieces of advice there. I think everybody's going to go away, we're taking a few bits on board. I think for me, you've given me some absolutely wonderful advice, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.